Okay, people, how you doing again? It's the bean back, baby. All right. Um, I spoke to you recently, not too long ago, and I'm talking to you now again. And like I said, give me some time, and I get my situation right when it comes to me uh, doing these videos back to back. You know what I'm saying? Where maybe shoot three in a one day or something like that. But just give me some time. All right. Now, I brought up the topic that shows how distractions can cause you not to have a thought to think of yourself because of, you know, things that you're doing that keep you preoccupied. So I want you to understand where that comes from. You know what I'm saying? Um, they have to keep us, in the know in their way where we're always busy doing. And when you're busy doing, you have no time to think, okay? So what I'm saying to you is that there's got to be a time that you make for yourself in the sense of you kind of like you finding that moment to like really kind of like you give your it's called my time. You know what I'm saying? My time means that you're going to it's like you're gonna not do anything, not function off of your regular daily duties, and you basically gonna shut yourself down. Shut yourself down doesn't mean fall asleep. No, no coma type situation. You know what I'm saying? Shut yourself down means that you find a place or an area where you could just zone out on not having to think about your daily tasks, your doings of, responsibilities, everything else. Like I told you, it's a moment where you empty out your thoughts on what you've been doing to keep yourself in the know on how they taught us. All of us is doing this, okay? So by you doing that, like I told you, you're finding the time to clear out your mind on things that are really not relevant to you. You know what I'm saying? In the sense of you understanding you. You know what I'm saying? Because the seriousness is that these things are always going to be there to like really like put you in a place where hmm, you're so busy that you let me give you this phrase, and I'm pretty sure everybody has heard of it. You're so busy you don't have time for yourself, and that's real because how they seem to put you in a place where you're only thinking of what's being presented to you or taught to you or told to you. You know that means you're not thinking for self. You actually functioning according to uh, things that they told you that's supposed to be irrelevant in your life. Okay? Now, that money concept that I told you is serious. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at that money is like it has many, many of ways of just taking up your time in a sense of not even allowing you to have um, the thought to even doing simple things like brushing your teeth, taking a bath, uh, um, eating. Yeah, money does that. And, that's one of the many things that causes distraction in the human being's life is when they always constantly thinking about money. You don't necessarily have to be just thinking about money. It's like uh, your place of where you need to be falls in the same category of money, cost of living, uh, spending habits, luxuries that you like to enjoy, owning and possessing certain things, items, and entertaining yourself or others. You know, that whole concept of money is like a total distraction to the human being. I mean, it's the most successful distraction that they have made for years. You know what I'm saying? Because when you become when you become a human being, when you coming out the womb and you start to mature and you start to grow, that money is always being presented to you in all kinds of ways. So think about it. When you know it's certain things you have to do with that money or for that money, there's an old saying, you got no time to think. And I know you heard that too. I'm so I'm so preoccupied about making sure I have all my responsibilities together. I have no time to think. It's crazy, you know? But that's another concept of how they block our thoughts on our concerns to ourselves, where we don't even have time to think for self. Like I said, you don't have time to think for self. So you have to understand, right? What I'm explaining to you is I'm not telling you to like um, think of just a particular thing to have yourself focus on your thoughts on how you need to empty out anything that has you kind of like following the rule that's been taught to you. I'm trying to tell you that there's other things in place that you yourself have to analyze, right? And understand each purpose of the things that you're doing. Does it really shows in any way or any concern to you when it comes to your life? You know what I'm saying? Not your living or, like how you live it. No, 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 no. Your life itself. Okay? Because what what I'm trying to tell you that you should be doing is that when you start to realize these thoughts are going to come to you, right, in multiples, right, and then you're going to answer your own questions, right, then when you seem to be kind of doing these things, you're going to find that it's not even irrelevant. Like the concept of it is not even going to have you at uh, it's not going to it's not going to cause you any inconvenience or you getting upset, angry, or disappointed. No, because you're going to start to realize those metaphors that they created to you and everybody else, right, are things that they want you to be dealing with, so you don't know the real purpose of yourself. You don't know the real you. You know what I'm saying? The biggest thing that anyone could ever do to another person is to distract that person completely where they have no frame of thought. That's the biggest thing you can ever do. And one of the things that they taught us all as we was growing up as adolescents that you know when we turn around we have to read things. We have to read things for information. Simple things like uh, uh, reading a cereal box or reading a salt shaker, kind of like reading a newspaper, reading a guide on how we need to kind of like build something that we want to use or have a purpose to use. You know what I'm saying? When we buy it, those are also ways of distracting you from you not having any time for you to think for yourself. I'm telling you, it's serious, but it don't become as serious when you start to realize what that's about. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're doing these things, you're gonna tell yourself, I don't have time. I don't have time for me. I'm too busy. And you're not realizing that your busyness is being created by things that they kind of like are instructing you to do in the sense of how you know, do on your everyday living. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying to you is that uh, this is something that you need to put into your thought of kind of like getting you in the knowing of how you need to empty out things that seem to be there that don't allow you to think for self. Just, you find the time to sort it out, okay? Because when you do that, you're going to start to notice that your mind is going to become clear about how you see things in a sense of um, how they create the distractions on you where they don't want you to think for yourself. They want you always to have a need for information. It's like a constant thing that they want to keep you on because by doing that, that's called controlling the state of a person, controlling that person because you're in constant need. So the crazy thing is that um, we don't need that, but the way they introduced it to us, we figure we do and we don't. So I'm gonna shorten this once again, and I'm giving you that opportunity, as I'm giving you info on the concept of you sorting out things that you know for sure during the course of time that are not really irrelevant for you to have in thought, but you get to see that on your own instead of somebody telling you that. For me to tell you something, like tell you what to do, that's not right. You know what I'm saying? No one has the right to do that, but they raised us. They bred us. They brought us into the world, and these are the things that they taught us that we have to do in the sense of, um, you know, to function. You know what I'm saying? And if you really think about it, and you really see the whole purpose of that, you're gonna realize that um, it's not true. You know what I'm saying? But you have to see it yourself. So now you can start to understand that the information that's being given to you is not in your best interest. No. But you have to get to that point. So we're going to work on it. You know what I'm saying? Just as well as I'm working on it too. But once again, this is something that I'm relaying to you in the sense of helping you to understand what a free thinker is. You know what I'm saying? Because free thinkers have no boundaries. Like I told you, free thinkers don't have no boundaries. Free thinkers don't have no rule to play with or rule or instruction guide on how they supposed to be. And also, free thinkers are not restricted. They're not restricted. So I want you to understand that uh, this is something that you kind of need to put in place so you can you could kind of like get understanding of what's good for you. So Bean is talking to you, and once again, I'm giving more info on the concept of free thinking. So once again, the Bean has spoken, and I'm gonna catch you in the next video. And please make it your business to do this. You know what I'm saying? For yourself, not for me, or not because I bring this up as a topic, but this is something that's being spoken to on my part to you. to tell you it's time for you to do you. You know what I'm saying? It's time for you to find out what the real deal is now. You know what I'm saying? Because by you doing this, then, by you doing this, you're going to start to realize what the real surprise is. And I'm not going to tell you that part, but the surprise is what's going to make you kind of chuckle, but then you're going to realize what the real reality is about life. Okay? So, for the time being, the being's spoken, and I'll catch you in the next video. Like I said, peace, people.